Welcome to Winter Weather Spotter Training, a module designed to help weather enthusiasts understand winter weather and identify the differences in precipitation type and important winter weather reporting. To start out, let's have a quick little lesson in winter storm forecasting. 3 main ingredients are needed for snow to fall. First, the temperature of the atmosphere must be below freezing in the clouds where snow is being produced, as well as near the ground. Sufficient moisture is necessary and a form of lift, which may come in the form of a cold front or a weather disturbance. Here's a diagram of different wintertime precipitation types. Winter precipitation type can be difficult to forecast since layers of the atmosphere between the cloud and the ground are not always below freezing. This graphic shows air below freezing as blue and air above freezing in red. Precipitation type is dependent on how thick the layer of above freezing temperatures is. This graphic shows the relative thickness of above freezing temperatures needed for snow, sleet, freezing rain, and rain. Note that any layer of above freezing temperatures between the layer in which the snow is produced and the ground will change a snowflake into another form of precipitation. On the right is a precipitation type which gets reported frequently as hail near the winter season when it is actually called graupel. Hail is on the left, which tends to have a hard, smooth surface. Hail begins as a liquid droplet and travels in a thunderstorm updraft, which is a strong upward wind in a cumulonimbus cloud, to below freezing air, where it changes to ice and grows from additional water droplets until it gets too heavy for the updraft to sustain. The hail then falls to the ground. Graupel, on the right, can also fall in thunderstorms, but forms differently than hail. Graupel is formed when a snowflake collects liquid water and freezes on contact with the snowflake. Hoar frost, a phenomenon often seen in cooler climates, will develop on trees and power lines on clear nights, when air quickly cools to its saturation point below freezing. Think of hoarfrost like frozen dew. It looks like snow on trees, but it is the result of the cooling of moist air so that frost crystals grow on exposed surfaces. Hoarfrost is frequently seen on trees near water sources, such as rivers, or from layers of fog. Now that we've covered some of the basic types of frozen precipitation, let's dive into snowfall in the United States. Here's a map of average annual snowfall in the contiguous United States from the start of historical records through 1997. Take a look at Utah and Colorado. You can see the high variability of average snow amounts across the states. Here's a closer look at some numbers around the region of normal annual snowfall. Across western Colorado and eastern Utah, areas normally receive anywhere from 5 inches in the dry valleys to over 400 inches in some mountain areas. Here's a sample of sites from around the area with their normal annual snowfall amounts in yellow. Now that you've learned a bit about winter weather in Utah and Colorado, let's talk about your role as a spotter. You as a spotter fill in details that we can't see on our mini computer monitors, which is the ground truth. The most helpful information on winter storms is the following: snow amounts, the start time of snowfall, the end time of snowfall, and what, if any, impacts the snow is causing. Now let's talk about winter weather highlights. Do you know the difference between a watch, warning, and advisory? So first is a watch. A watch is the pre-stage of a winter weather hazard. A watch means that winter weather conditions are possible within the next 48 hours to 4 days in the future, and is issued when the forecaster is more than 50% confident, but less than 80% confident that local winter storm criteria will be reached. That brings up a good topic. What is winter storm criteria? A winter storm warning means that hazardous winter weather is likely to occur within 48 hours and is expected to highly impact travel. Regular season criteria in eastern Utah and western Colorado for a winter storm warning is 12 inches or more in the mountain areas or 6 inches or more in the valley areas. A winter weather advisory means that the winter weather will cause inconveniences and could potentially be life-threatening if caution is not taken. Regular season criteria for a winter weather advisory in eastern Utah and western Colorado is 5 to 12 inches in the mountain areas or 3 to 6 inches in the valley areas. A winter weather advisory is not a downgrade from a winter storm watch, it's an upgrade. It's just the amounts are a little bit less than a winter storm warning. A blizzard warning means that sustained winds or frequent gusts of 35 miles per hour or higher and visibility of 1/4 mile or less from blowing or falling snow is expected to occur for at least 3 consecutive hours. A blizzard will highly impact travel. Alright, so here's a little review of the past few slides. We talked about a winter weather advisory, a winter storm warning, and a blizzard warning. These can all be issued for cumulative snow amounts, sleet amounts, or blowing snow. So how can you stay ahead of the storm? There's many ways to stay ahead of it. You can get the latest weather information from the NOAA Weather Radio, which is broadcast by some local radio stations, through the television, through smartphone apps, and on our website. You can even find us on Facebook and Twitter. In summary, once again, you as a spotter fill in details that we can't see on our mini computer monitors, which is the ground truth. The most helpful information on winter storms is the following: snow amounts, the start time of snowfall, the end time of snowfall, and what, if any, impacts the snow is causing. Thanks for listening to the Winter Weather Spotter Training created by the National Weather Service in Grand Junction. We hope this was educational and insightful for you as an important part of our weather observation network.